You can see it. You can see it. So it's just a matter of us recognizing a few things and move forward. We will make adjustments. We know that, and we're gonna be better. But it was a good learning experience. I don't want to say humble experience because we're a humble group, but we learned a lot from this one.
Alex, do you think this is more teams adjusting in general or adjusting specifically?
I think it's in general. I think it's in general. You look at teams, you look games, you watch games, and first of all there's different guys in different places, but at the same time, approach-wise, I think everybody, they see what happened the last few years, and they understand that okay, that's a good way to be good pitching-wise and be great offensively, defensively, and it's a different league, so we'll be fine.
Fair to say teams are kind of beating you at your own game, what you did last year?
No. I don't know. We're about to see. But like I said, we learn a lot. I learned a lot from this one. And, we'll be better. We'll be better. It's just a matter of recognizing a few things, make a few adjustments, and then, when that happens, we can look back, and instead of seeing it as a negative, probably we're going to see this trip as a positive. Like, you know what? It was good that they did what they did to us early. So we react quickly.
Do you look at this as having to refine your approach or to change your approach?
Refine. Yeah, that's a good word to put it. We're not going to change everything, but we can make a few changes, a few things, refine a few things, and I think that's going to help us out.
Alex, I know you guys prepare hard. I mean, you and Dana started spring training plan in November. But was there, looking back, was there anything different from the previous spring training or this spring training that you wish you had done or anything like that?
No. There's a few things that, as you guys know, schedule-wise, that we can't control in spring training. It's one of those that I honestly felt that, we were a little bit spread out the whole time. From the get-go. I mentioned this to you guys, we went to Bradenton and then Dunedin, and then we had a split squad. That's not the perfect way to start spring training, when you're split apart. But those things we can't control. The schedule is the schedule, and we did a good job about going our, fundamental-wise, take care of the players, at-bat-wise. It doesn't seem like, we're like 5-6 at-bats short from last year, innings-wise, although, people think that they were very short, but it wasn't as off as people are portraying it. So I think, it just happened that they play better than us. Seattle, Oakland, and so far the D-backs, they play better than us, and credit to them, and from us, we learn from it and we move on.
You guys obviously place, the conversation dating to when you were a player was win series, right? Like you've lost 3 series at this point. Is that first? I guess how difficult is it to see those series losses stack up a little bit? And secondly, does it reinforce how special it was last year when nothing like that happened?
In the words of the great Andy Barquette, 5 or 6 days ago, and he said it sarcastically, but it was true. If you're gonna put it in that context, it's like last year was Disney World, this year is real baseball, and it's true. If you think about it, it was such a perfect season, that we didn't go through this. It doesn't mean that we can't bounce back from this, because there was periods last year that we went through struggles, whatever. We got swept in Tampa. We went to Seattle. We lost 2 out of 3 or 4, whatever it was. Minnesota. We were in second. People forget that we were in second place last year at one point in the season. And we bounced back and we did what we did. But I think it was like a funny, perfect way of putting it. I give credit to Andy for that one.
You needed an Orlando resident to come up with that one, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know if underestimates the word, but realize how difficult this part was going to be with all of these games on the West Coast at the same time?
Well, I think we made adjustments. I think it was a good plan on coming here to play the Cubs, those 2 games. the 3 night games in a row. So I think as an organization we prepare for it, but the time difference, yeah, it makes a difference in June, July. It doesn't matter. We didn't play all night games, which probably was going to be tougher. Here we play at what, 4, 5, and 1, so that's a closer thing to home. In Oakland we play a noon game. In Seattle it's 4, whatever. So I don't know. It's just one of those stretches that we came over here, we didn't play good.
You've been doing this for a long time. Was there any part of you that said, it's not going to be as smooth as it was last year? There were going to be, like you said, last year was its own unique thing.
Yeah, I mean that's why I keep saying that. Turning the page, it doesn't make sense for us because we can go to our memory bank and okay, we did this, we adjust this way, so we'll go back and then make adjustments. It just happened that they play better than us.
You look at Jackie, you guys were so excited about the way he was swinging the bat coming out of spring. What do you think has gone on with him?
I think in the Oakland series, it seems like he was in between. As far as like what to look for, they attacked him with a lot of spin and change-ups, and as a hitter, you start seeing that, and you're like, what, I'm gonna start looking for it. But then they throw that fastball, and sometimes it's late or he misses his pitch. But I think the swing's still the same. It's just a matter of like harness his swing and get back to swinging the zone. And I think as a whole, we're not doing that the way we did last year. I think look for pitches in the middle of the zone and do damage with it. Now, I don't know, for X reason, sometimes we're very passive in the strike zone. We're 0-1, and we play in an era that 0-1 is kind of like being 0-2, with the stuff that you face every day. Everybody knows that the pitchers are going to go to the edges of the strike zone as soon as they get ahead, so you're not going to see too many pitches in the middle of the zone. So we'll adjust, and he'll adjust. So it's just a matter of him understanding, his strength. He's driving the ball to left center, stay with the pitch. But we just recognize what they're trying to do to him and go from there.
Do you think Rookie's been a little passive as well?
He's been passive for a while. yeah, he's been passive since the second half last year. But it seems like he's getting there. You can see it, as far as like even the takes, because there's certain takes that we don't like. It's like predetermined takes. It's like strike one and go from there. But you can see now that there's intent now. Like he's looking for a pitch in a certain spot. So that's good to see, And I always talk to him. I said it's not that you have to swing at the first pitch, but you just got to be ready to hit the first pitch. That's going to send a message to the opposition. And instead of being 0-1, 0-1, 0-1, it's the perfect pitch right away is ball 1. And the next pitch, ball 2. And then it's a hitter's count. And then he can do the cool things that he can do.
You mentioned I'm sorry.
He's playing 9. He's playing 9 today. He'll fly to Boston tomorrow. And we'll see how he feels, and we go from there.
You mentioned the adjustment of opponents' offensive game plans. Like, is that as simple as like teams are aware that you guys are trying to elevate fastballs to the edge of the zone? Like they're laying off they're doing a better job of forcing you guys off the edges of the zone as pitchers?
I think that's something that every team in the big leagues is doing. Yeah. If you look at our attack, it's very similar to other teams' attack. It's throughout the league, and I noticed in spring training that people were a lot more disciplined with the pitches up in the zone. Watching the Twins most of the time, and also the Rays, it seems like they established their limits on top of the zone. Yeah, they will swing. It's not that easy when there's plus stuff out there, but it seems like people they understand how teams are attacking, and they're doing a better job not swinging that pitch. Strikeouts are still up there. I saw that there's more strikeouts than hits right now, and it's gonna the margin is gonna be a lot bigger than last year. But it seems like teams are establishing their limits in certain parts of the zone, and we have to adjust. Other teams have to do the same thing.
So you mentioned the